culture reference. Sorry.
Hello, what's up, everybody? So those of you who watched Wicked's World when I first started it, I brought back the old opening because I thought it was more fun, but I also added in, the new one that I made. It wasn't good. I don't know, it wasn't good enough, so I had to change it. How is everyone doing? It's good to see you guys. Real Devastasia Kings is here. What's up, King? Sam the Man. Well, I don't know actually. That says 120. You guys were here a few hours ago, but hello anyways. Truth Warrior, Soundwave Superior, Gas Station Burrito. I really don't like I hope YouTube goes back to the old way because if anybody changes their profile picture and their name is different from like their tag, I'm not gonna know who it is. Hokies, Achilles Jones, Lexicon Hellhound, Psychotic Mongoose. And right off the bat, Ken comes in and gifts a membership. Thank you so much, Ken. And also a $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you to start the stream off right. Thank you so much.
Groovy.
Let's see. And see, it says N-E-N. I am Keith. See, I wouldn't have known that that's who that was. Daniel, Truth Warrior, Saw. Oh, Real Devastation is here. Hello. Venom Bite, Imperial Dragon, Sean, Andrew, Mountain Mutt. I feel like everyone just is gonna have to make their name and their handle just match now, so that it's so silly. I don't know why it looks dumb. Like, what do we need the at above it for? It looked nicer the other way. Stephen Brown, Spirian, hello. Yep, today is Dean Kane's birthday, Andrew. That's true. Mongoose says nice thumbnail. Thank you. I thought I could use an update. I like this one more. Truth Warrior, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Iris, Matthew, Wolfman, Mike Nas, Zemta. Your background misses a Donkey Kong poster. Well, I do have Donkey Kong right over there. So I do have Donkey Kong back there and also Donkey Kong 64 right there. Lexicon said Ash rules, of course. Donna Hall's here. Hi, Donna. I hope you're having a safe drive. I don't know if this is your drive time or your work time, but either way. Why is it showing usernames instead of screen names? I don't know. YouTube decided to change it. I think it had something to do with making it easier to respond to people on mobile in the chat, but it's still the same. I was in a chat last night and I'm like, oh, let me see. I think it was Mike's. And I tried to at somebody from my phone and it didn't pop up like it does on the PC. So I don't know what they're doing. Spider Unlimited A2D2, hello. Matt, hello. Soul Assassin. Alec Baldwin's finger, what's up? How are you? I popped over there for a little bit. I had you guys up while I was changing my background. They had Kings on there yesterday, and I was lurking. Yeah, just some of you like it still has your names, but like if you had something different, it just I don't know. What's up, Howard K. Greg and Shane? Okay, I think we're all caught up. I actually don't know. I got new headphones. I'll still use my other ones sometimes, but these are way more comfortable. So if I want to wear a hat on stream, and also for Wicked's World, so I can just put one little, one in so I can listen with you guys when we watch something. But how are you guys doing? So I know originally when I brought Wicked's World back, I was gonna try and talk about a comic every week, but it's really hard for me to like finish, especially if I have like a an omnibus or just something like a big comic or a book to finish every week. But I did finish this. I actually finished this a while ago, but today, I thought that I had like another chapter, whatever, section to read of it, but it was just I mean, I still read it, but it wasn't the story. It was just like some editor notes or something. Like, what was it? Hold on. It was the creators of this. It was really cool. It was nice pictures, but I loved this so much. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you can get your hands on this, highly recommend it. But yeah, it just showed like this is what I finished today. So I finished it weeks ago, actually, and I didn't even realize it. But this was so good. It's This is great. I like having it on the hardcover. Very pretty. And I restarted this. I've read I've read parts of the Scott Pilgrim books, but I decided to restart it since I have the whole collection on hardcover now. If you like the movie, I highly suggest watching or even the game or reading the book because in case some people didn't realize it, the movie and the game are based on the book. Dengar, don't you start with me. What's up, Chaos Maker, Rachel? Is it the camera or is that book huge? It's a pretty book, pretty big book. Like this is like a regular size book right here, and yeah, it's a big book. It's beautiful though, and it it kind of pays homage to Gwen Stacy. It talks about how they got together. Because in the beginning of this book, I've read this before, but maybe someone missed it. I'll read like a little line from it for you guys. So here, in the introduction, it says, it was a story about loss, not just the loss of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker's life, but for Tim, Sal, and me, it was a story about a great character that on the night Gwen Stacy died had left comics. So basically, they just go into how redoing this story gave them a chance to bring her back, and they were really happy about it without doing. They even talk about like no multiverse stuff. Like this is just telling her story again for anybody that may not have really known about Gwen Stacy. And the way well, I don't want to ruin how it ends. I mean, if you know the story, you know the story, but like the way they end this particular book, it's kind of so throughout this, it's Peter talking to her. Like we already know she's gone, and he's recounting their time together, and he's like talking on like a cassette tape and just talking to Gwen, and it's sad, but I mean, um Peter Parker's life is sad. It's like the writers almost hate him, man. He's had such a his life is just rough. No, she didn't become Black Cat. That's Felicia. I forgot her last name, but no, Gwen Stacy. Spoiler: alert, she dies. I think if most people know that, especially if you watch like the Andrew Garfield movies, if you don't watch the comics. What's up, Sam the Man? Greg McMahon. I didn't even mean to rhyme. Hardy, Felicia Hardy. Thank you. Yeah, that's who. I actually don't know much about Black Cat. I should get some comics, some stories about her and get into some Black Cat. But anyways, what's up, Blue Eyed Scorpio? Don't know why I was enjoying the comic books. Oh, gotcha, Chaos Maker. Yep. Nope. She's uh she dies, unfortunately. And even in like I know there was so much potential for the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. But that scene gets everyone, man, like, when he reaches out with, like, the web hand to try and save Gwen, and, like, she knows she's about to die, so she just takes a breath, and then oh, that is a sad freaking scene. That's why it's so powerful in No Way Home when he saves, the other Peters, Tom Holland Peters, Mary Jane, and he just, like, starts crying, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Are you okay?" Because she doesn't know. Ugh, man, I just love the Spider-Man stories. I get love it, love it. Speaking of Spider-Man, I gasped at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, A2. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you don't like aren't a big fan of those movies, that scene was just hit you right in the gut. Speaking of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire was cast as Spider-Man 25 years ago today. Oh, Toby. So, actually, I mean, don't worry, we'll get off. I know I talk about Spider-Man like probably almost every stream. I just love Spider-Man. It's my favorite superhero. Um, but oops, hello. I actually was watching a video on the Spider-Man, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and I always thought that the reason why Spider-Man 3 wasn't, it wasn't a very good movie. Like it had its moments, sure, but why it's definitely marked as the worst of the trilogy. I always thought that it was because Sam Raimi didn't wanna do it, but he that's not true. He wanted to do 6 movies. He planned on having 6 of those movies. The reason why Spider-Man 3 was such a cluster and just not very good was because too many people were inserting their opinions, the higher ups and everything. Like Sam Raimi's vision, he knew more about the 60 villains, right? Like that's why the Green Goblin, like I mean, come on, the first one, William Defoe, wonderful, wonderful Green Goblin, and then even Doc Ock was great in the second one. Um, so he wanted to focus on that. He wanted the lizard, um, and I think Vulture. I'm not sure about Sandman. I think Sandman as well, so there were still gonna be more villains, and then they were gonna have the Goblin Junior arc with Harry. Uh, but he knew nothing about Venom, and I didn't know this. He knew nothing about Venom, and he didn't want Venom in there, but Sony, the higher ups, they wanted Venom in there. They're like, "He's hot right now," like, I don't know if it was, like, right now or what was going on at the time, but they were like, "We want Venom in there," and Sam Raimi, he didn't know about that character. Like, I'm sure he, did his studying, but he wasn't, interested in Venom as he was the 60s villain. So that's just a fun fact for you guys that no, it's not that he didn't want to make 3. He did, but it's that too many people inserted themselves into the movie and that's why we got that. And I will never forgive them for what they did to Mary Jane. Oh my gosh, they made her such a jerk. I rewatched the first and second one recently. I can't bring myself to watch 3 yet because of that. That's a big reason because they make her so awful in it. Like, come on. I mean, let's be real. Maybe this is maybe this is my toxic Spider-Man trait. Gwen Stacy was better for Peter, but I'm still a bigger Mary Jane fan. I can't help it. I can't help it. But she's I mean, we love MJ, but there are, especially once you read the comics and stuff, there's a little bit of, there's some red flags there. Gwen was definitely better for him, but I love MJ. Sorry. Maz's here. What's up, Mazza? I know A2. Let's get him. I'm just kidding. Justice for MJ. Yeah, they did her uh so dirty in the third movie. But I mean, like a lot of it, like the portrayal wasn't bad because she is like a party girl, even in the comics and everything. But I rest my case there. Besides pointing out this lovely sideshow figure right here, look at that. You guys wanna see it up close? And then we can move on from Spider-Man and get into the topics because I've had this in my closet for probably about a year. This was one of the awesome figures that Wiley sent me, but he sent me around the time where I knew I was gonna move, so I didn't wanna unbox it. Like, he had it in the Sideshow box, so I didn't really know. Hold on. I'll be right back. I don't want you guys to look at my tush, so I'm gonna leave the screen. There, my little 10-second be right back. I mean, honestly, I do have American Eagle shorts on, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm just probably an awful person for that, whatever. Um, okay. Hi, Ian. Ian's yelling at Mazda. Okay, you guys ready for this? That was awkward. Well, it was a joke, Cranberry. Laugh. Look at how nice this is. And this was in. Oh, just look at this. Did I buy them because of Sydney? No, we'll get to that in a minute. But I've had American Eagle jeans for years. But look at, oh, hold on, there's a fuzzy. So shout out Wiley. He sent me this a while ago. But like I said, I was getting ready to move and I kept it. He had it completely sealed very well, and I didn't want to open it at all. I wanted to keep it in the styrofoam taped. And I took it out last night. Like I when I moved, it went into a closet where I put like a bunch of like figures and stuff like that, meaning to go through them again and look at them. And then last night I was like, I really want to change my background. I'm not done. I'm changing it still. Um, but I opened this and just I gasped. This is beautiful. I mean, come on now. stunning, and it's heavy too. There's Wiley. Hold on. I sent you a message because you sent me this 10 billion years ago, and I didn't open it, like I just said, because I wanted to keep it safe. Um, just gorgeous. Sideshow's first. This was the first Spider-Man statue. Still the best one. I agree. This is my like. I love Buffy. I love a lot of other things, but this is gonna probably forever be my favorite statue. I will forget about it. Exactly. A2. This is gonna be my favorite statue forever. All right, we're gonna put him back on the shelf there. And if you can't notice, I wish I could have my background like a little bit closer for you guys to see, but I've got the signed one of the signed comics with MJ and Peter over there, and then I put a little it's the only Gwen Stacy figure I have, but it looks actually really cute there. I got her boop just hanging out right there. Okay, where can you buy one? I'm not sure, Chaos Maker, maybe eBay, but I'm pretty sure that this is probably expensive as heck now, just a fair warning. Because this was the first one they made, and I don't know if they make them anymore. Wiley would know. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put Peter back on his shelf. You be good, chat. Okay, I'm back. Buster says, I feel like Wicked just show us her American English shorts just for no reason. Okay, well, maybe once I get to that topic, Buster, I'll think about it. I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't really be showing anything. Like, it's just shorts. But to be honest, I am happy that they're getting this exposure because everyone that's so mad right now, like, it is laughable to a whole nother level. Like, this stretch, like, these people are pulling muscles at this point. Like, you're nuts, okay? American Eagle's great. So for me, as a short person, I love American Eagle jeans. I have a whole drawer full of them, and I also buy their shorts too because they're just comfortable and they're good quality. But as soon as I started buying American Eagle jeans, I had to, I don't know, it. My mom, I think it's that she couldn't really afford them back when I was like in high school. So I had to, I mean, good thing this was the trend back then, kind of like middle school, high school, like having the ripped bottoms of your jeans. I had that because I'm short, but I'm not like a size 0. Okay. I'm not huge. I'm a size 4. Okay. If anyone wants to know, in American Eagle jeans, I'm a size 4. Just saying. Um, uh, but they have it to where, like, if you have hips, you can buy a short one or a long one or a medium length. You know what I mean? Like, so I can buy short, like, jeans that fit my length as well as my hips. So I love American Eagle. Like, I have a bunch of their jeans. So I'm glad they're getting. I mean, not that they were hurting for money at all, but these people, all they're doing is giving them more recognition. So, like, good for them. I mean, uh, yeah. Um, Sonic Jaded says, I got a critical question for you. Do you think you have good genes? Do you think you have good genes? I think I have both. Thank you, mom and dad, and also American Eagle. um, I think all the lunatics will actually ramp up. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, good for them. But now if I want a new pair of jeans, they're probably going to be sold out. But I got to be careful with some of these ads because some of the stuff you can't say on YouTube. So I'm not going to play all of it. But let's just go down my little timeline here. We will get um you know, we'll get to the points here. This someone sent me, I thought was freaking hilarious. And also the profile picture is funny. Bathing suit of the average Sydney Sweeney hater. What even is this? It's art apparently somewhere. But so okay. And there's one thing I kind of want to cover here while we're talking about the whole. There's no video yet, so I'll put this in a minute. The whole Sydney Sweeney thing, right? They're saying, conservatives are so happy. They love her now. She's the conservative warrior. I don't look at it that way. So Sydney Sweeney, as far as I know, has never fully like come out as conservative. There's been hints, but here's another thing that I want to also point out. I think a lot of people feel that conservative and Christian are mutually exclusive, and they're not. I'm a conservative Christian, okay, but I know other conservatives or people that are like lean more that way that aren't really Christian. I also know liberals that are Christian. So I think there's this big also the other side of it where people are arguing, that conservatives shouldn't look up to her because it's not Christian because she's, I mean, she has done some uh racy stuff, like the Euphoria show and everything. I don't think her American Eagle ad is that racy. It's not like she's showing her boobies or anything. But I'm seeing a lot of talk about that as well. So I don't think that, you get what I'm saying. People just think, I mean, if you really think about it, if someone like follows the true Christian values, they're most likely conservative, yes, but not all conservatives are Christian. Is the point that I'm getting at. So, I like Sydney Sweeney, she's fine. But I don't think she's the best actress, right? I do like that she's sticking it to people, right? Like she's not backing down. She's like, I have a nice body and I don't care what you think. And it's like, good for you, girl. Don't, because we get this, right? Look at this. I think it's the next one. Yeah. Calvin Klein 2022 versus American Eagle 2025. Like, what even am I looking at here with Calvin Klein? Like, this is more appealing to everybody. Okay. Like I would say that like Sydney Sweeney's face is like more like if we're gonna go like out of 10, probably like a 6 or 7. She's not ugly, but she's not like bombshell, but she takes care of her body. Okay. She's got a nice body, like, whatever. But American Eagle, this was great. To put her on. And they probably didn't even think that it was gonna go off like this. I it's just such a stretch. I don't even know what to say. And I'm gonna try hard not to crack up when I pull up some of these wild meltdowns uh that are gonna happen. Okay. But yeah, the conservative Christian thing, I just wanted to cover that. Like I said, myself, I am a conservative Christian, right? But I have friends that are, not Christian and they lean more conservative, so I think that people get confused by that and they think that they're the same thing. So it's not far-fetched at all that conservatives are loving Sydney Sweeney right now. I mean, Christians could also like her too. I'm not saying they can't, but I'm just saying like conservative versus liberal, like, yeah, this is what this is liberal, this is conservative. That's all I'm saying. If you are gonna put a face on it, right? Because I mean, people don't care when you see those memes of like the ugly, uh chicks that are like liberal and they're all overweight or they have the blue hair, and then they're like conservative chicks and some bombshell walking around in an American flag bikini. You know what I mean? I gotta turn my light down. Hold on. There we go. But that's just, that's my point there. Real devastation. That's oops, 1 second lexicon. Sorry, I'll get the super chats in 1 second. Sweeney looks like a typical 90s girl who's been smoking weed. She kind of does, actually. Yeah. Chaos maker, yeah. I agree with that. But let's go into the first one here. This girl. Wait, first, hold on. Let me catch up. I'm by myself and I'm falling behind here, guys. Thank you so much for the love. Spider Unlimited for 5. Let's wish Superman himself a very happy birthday, Mr. Dean Kane, my Superman growing up. Yes, I have Dean right over there. Not for real. Sorry, he's not here, but his picture is. When I met him, he was such a sweetheart. Thank you, Spider. Mountain Mutt, thank you for the $4.99. Hi, Wicked. I'd like to show my support for the Meek and Potatoes gaming stream. Let's make it happen. Oh, yeah. I was in Mike's stream for a bit last night. We'll game soon. I love gaming with Mike, especially scary games, because when he screams, it's just it's the best. that clip that Disparu showed on Saucy of him screaming when he was playing Resident Evil was probably. I think I should go back and screenshot that because I think once I have more room for emotes over here, that Mike one might come up. Sorry, Mike. I just really like it. It's funny. Stallion, thank you for the 5. Hey, Wicked, I'm just looking for my dad. What? And yes, you have great genes. You are related to Sarah Shahi. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Stallion. Jacob Joseph for 20. I'm a conservative Christian. I know lots of conservatives and Republicans who are atheists, agnostics, pagans, and Wiccans. Yeah, see, they're not mutually exclusive. I just think some people see that, and I can see why people do see that because if Christians, most like if you're really leaning into the Christian values and you follow your life that way, you're going to be conservative, but that doesn't mean that conservatives are always going to be that way. A lexicon, thank you for the 5. Sydney has a unique look. It's pretty, just not the Instagram filter pretty that so many people have been programmed to like. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think she's ugly. I just, as far as like Hollywood bombshells, I think she's above average for sure. And like I said, she takes care of herself and she has a very nice body. And Staccato with 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let's find something for you. What do I have here? Oh, here we go.
You're trying to get under my cape, Doctor.
A girl can't live by psychosis alone.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
I don't play that clip enough. Thank you so much, Staccato. I hope you're doing well. And well, since Staccato just gifted 20 memberships, then I guess maybe we're gonna get the Epic Mike emotes. Don't tell him. I'll just pop it up and he'll see it at some point. And Mark a Reality for 50. Thank you, Mark. I have an advanced degree in politics and political philosophy. This is not left versus right. It's racist, communist versus normal. When they had a black model doing the same ad 10 years ago, it was no biggie. These people just hate white people. I don't disagree with you there, Mark. I actually am going to pull that up in a second. I have the picture side by side of Beyonce she's wearing almost the same outfit for Levi. Nobody cared then, but Sydney Sweeney does it. We're all gonna freak out. Let me make sure. Oh, thanks, Buster Voodoo. I didn't really do anything to it today. I blow dried it and put like anti-frizz stuff in it. Thank you. I appreciate that because I was like, I don't know. I don't have time to really do it. Thank you, Staccato. All right, so let me put the earbud in and listen to this frickin' whatever. She's like an influencer, I think. I'm not on TikTok, thank God. This is why people like her are why I don't bother with TikTok, but we still see these dummies anyway, so whatever. A grown woman cries actual tears over Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad. And you know what? I actually forgot to share the sound, so give me 1 second. I'm professional, I promise. Okay. All right. So what's this comment? It says, it's disheartening. I really don't think they truly want to get it. I saw that Sydney Sweeney's stuff today and just got tired. Okay. Well, let's watch together, chat, shall we?
Yep, that got me too.
Imagine crying over jeans. American Eagle jeans are great. Okay.
And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no. Kind of like they are with I see the same perpetual self-imposed victimhood.
Oh, victimhood. I agree with her there, but I don't think she's talking about herself. The victimhood mentality is strong with this one. And her little thing here says, message to my WW followers. I guess that means white women. Unfollow me right now if you think you're doing me a favor. No, I'm not following you, but I am going to make fun of you.
You know, I did a post about saying, hey, like, these are the action steps that we really need to see from the good whites. Where I said I need protection, put my cash out. And she goes, well, would you just rather white women just not follow you at all anymore? Because
You see how she completely just like turned. I don't even. Do we need to even finish watching this now? Because she completely made it about herself, and she's not even really talking about Sydney Sweeney anymore. She's just like basically, she's like, if you're white, unfollow me. Good white. I don't know. Egg whites. Egg whites are very good for you, Jacob. That's what I think. Please no. Listen, hold on. This is it's not very long.
and I'm like,
Da da da.
yeah.
I hate when people do that. When people are like, and da 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 da, it's like, okay, can you tell me what you're trying to say? Because I don't know what da 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 means.
Definitely
Make a point.
unfollow me. If you thought you being here and clicking a follow button was doing me a favor, same as that one guy, whatever his name was. Descendant of the oppressor. He's like, well, Lindsay still does a good job, and I appreciate her work.
I think that's
and
her
labor,
name.
so I'm gonna still
Lindsay?
follow her. No, definitely unfollow me. If you are any type of person, but especially a white
If you are any type of person, if you are a human being, unfollow this woman right now.
Woman who's coming to this platform thinking you're doing me a favor by clicking a follow button, leave now. Immediately now.
No, I want to make fun of you
because
some more.
Honey Boo Boo, not this person.
Honey Boo Boo, does she think all white women are like, chunky little girls? That's I have a problem. I'm offended.
I'm doing you a favor by showing up and calling you out.
Okay. I'm going to do better with my life now because of this random person on the internet making no sense. She's literally talking to woke liberals. There's no one else that would follow her. Exactly. Yeah, but see, Jacob got my joke. Oh, man. Yeah, that's how we all feel right now, Maza. Da 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 da. What's up, Jose Taco? Marcus, hello. Are you okay, A2? Gosh. Why is Honey Boo Boo catching strays? I'm just saying. She's calling us white women Honey Boo Boo, and I don't look like Honey Boo Boo. Just saying. I do kind of feel bad for if we're gonna go there, I feel bad for that girl. But I'm just saying. I'm sorry for making a joke at Honey Boo Boo's expense. I'm just saying. Now this one. We can't play a lot of this because there's certain things that you can't say on YouTube. I think. I don't know. And we also don't want to spend even 5 minutes like paying it. We're running out of time already watching these people. So here's another Democrat losing her mind over Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad, calling it an ad for eugenics and claiming Sweeney looks like she walked straight off the propaganda poster. Self-loathing white liberal women are a rotting cancer eating away at America and poisoning every place where they are. Yeah. I'm going to fast forward hers a little and mute it. Okay. Like what? Here we go. Here's the ad for I'm sure everyone has seen it at this point, but yeah. Oh no, her jeans are blue. Oh my gosh. I had it muted at first, Buster Voodoo. Sydney. Yeah, actually, they're talking about denim because that's what jeans are made of. Call me crazy, but apparently. So would it be better if she was a brunette? Hold on, I gotta look up something. I think she's a natural blonde, but I want to. If she's a natural brunette, I'm gonna die. Her natural hair color is dark brown. So, yeah. It's not blonde. So this bleach, this hair dyed blonde. Hold on, let me reshare it because people are saying they can't hear it. You didn't miss much. I do have it on, so you should be able to hear it.
I mean, are we really going to pretend that
Here, let's. What did she say?
this isn't a little fashy coded? Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich.
Dude. These people are nuts. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. What does she say here? I'm fast forwarding because we don't got time for this.
Watching fascist aesthetics sneak back into pop culture through fashion ads, trad wife influencers, and yes,
trad wife influencers. Of course they're saying that because you probably couldn't make a sandwich to save your life.
now blue jeans. If you think this was an innocent ad, you have not been paying attention.
Okay. And this, okay. This one. Oh, that's a man. Makes sense. What is she? Oh, here. Here you go. Since you guys missed it before, we'll do the whole thing. Here we go. Oh, nope, that's actually muted, sorry.
Is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
That's not her, that's a man.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Should we be surprised?
Well, it says a self-proclaimed trans man, so I guess it is a lady that wants to be a man. I don't know. I can't keep up anymore. I don't even know anymore.
That a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this?
Because it's an American brand. Is she upset that they don't have this flag flowing and they have the American flag flow? I don't.
Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her
Blonde-haired. You know what? Give me a second, guys. Let's look this up together. Sydney Sweeney's natural hair color. They're making it all about hair color too. Wouldn't it be funny if she was also wearing contacts and she wasn't any of this and then they just look really stupid? But no, it's what they're up. Yep. Okay. Dark chocolate brown. Sydney Sweeney has my hair color, actually. Look at this. Interesting. Well, there you have it. I've debunked all of their claims. We're done. We don't got to talk about it anymore. But really, I'm not playing any more of that video because I can't listen to these people. Props to my friends that watch stuff like this every single day and react to it because I can't listen to these people. Their voices annoy me. Their faces bother me. Yeah. Need a blonde wicked. Why? I would never dye my hair blonde, but I do. I have worn a blonde wig for cosplays before. To wrap up the American Eagle debacle, Beyonce can pose in Levi jeans and it's art, but when a white woman does it, it's a national crisis. Yeah. Oh no, Beyonce's blonde. They're pushing the message. Okay. Yeah. So there it is. And listen, ladies, if you've never tried American Eagle jeans, you should. I'm not even just it's a hot topic now, but I personally wear American Eagle jeans and I love them. All right. Well, enough of that. These people can't see past skin color. It's very true. It's like their whole identity. Like that one lady talking about victimhood. Like, yes, you hit the nail on. Yeah, you're spot on with that, but not for the reasons that you think. Sethington said I used to wear American Eagle in high school. I like American Eagle. They also have a lot of like Peanuts merch, like Snoopy and stuff. That's very cute. Around Christmas time, they have adorable like pajama sets and everything. But their jeans, I love their jeans. Like I said, listen. Okay, here. I've got their jeans on right now. You can't see. There you go. I'm gonna pull a muscle trying to stretch. You guys said you wanted to see. I got proof. I got the American Eagle jeans on right now. I had to stretch for that one. But like I said, for me personally, as a short person, American Eagle is great because they make sizes, for short people that aren't like pin skinny, right? Like a lot of companies, especially back when I was in like middle school and high school, they made it to where like my size and length was not my size lexicon. But don't forget, according to people in other countries who don't understand that America is full of diversity, I am only American, and heritage and where my family comes from, I'm not allowed to talk about that because it upsets people. So uh but yeah, it's just for any of the other short ladies out there, like I love it. It's so I think another thing for American Eagle is if you have like a certain shape, like maybe like Coke bottle or something is the best way that I can explain it. It's their jeans are going to fit you nice and they're going to be comfortable. Like they hug everything in the right spot. This is for the ladies, okay? I mean, guys, I don't know about the American Eagle jeans for you guys, but you can try them. I'm making a joke because on Saucy I tried to explain, because there's people in the chat that don't understand. They're like, you're not Italian or Puerto Rican or Irish, you're American. I am American and I'm very proud of that. But I have family that comes from Italy, Puerto Rico, and also Ireland. So for the Americans in this chat, you get exactly what I'm talking about. Like if somebody I'll just get it over with now. Like if somebody over here asks like, what are you? Or where's your family from? You're not going to tell another American, I'm an American. They're going to be like, duh. So, if someone asks, like, I remember in middle school, this one kid, his name was Nikolai, and he was Russian as heck. He was so funny. He was one of our favorite, like everyone's favorite person in our, Jose, we're mutts. He was like, oh, you got the olive skin. You're very like I can't do I can't do a good Russian accent. He was very Russian. He was like, are you Italian or maybe some kind of Hispanic? And he was from another country and he understood like what I was talking about. So when I have to explain it to other people, I'm just like, but yeah, that's see, A2 gets it. It's true. Mutts are the healthiest and most loyal, lexicon says. Yeah. Anyways, I know we got on that topic with Saucy, but I usually just like kind of pause and don't bother because, meh. Ken, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Wicked always looks pretty. Thank you, Ken. And I saw on X that you're getting the pirate skirt for me. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm putting together. If you guys don't, I'm sure you know about this. We've talked about it if you watch the History of Pirates channel. But we were talking about how there's supposed to be this big thing at MegaCon, and I'm hopefully going to be able to go. It depends. I don't plan things way in ahead because you never know what can happen, but I'm planning on being there at least for one of the days to be at the booth because the History of Pirates people are going to be there. So I'm trying to put together a new outfit and, get all these pieces. So thank you for helping, Ken, with the hat as well. I appreciate that. Mark Reality for 5. They can't even spell eugenics. Okay, you messed me up there, Mark. Thank you for the 5. Ian for 50 pounds. Thank you, Ian. I've seen Yahtzee propaganda posters, and none of them had Adolf bending over and looking coy in select denim. I believe you, Ian. I believe you. Torgo, the white for 2. The term for these people is spiteful mutants. I like that, Torgo. I'm going to put that in the back of my head and use it another time. I like that. It's the thing about the internet, there's a lot of great people on here. I have met a lot of great people, but I've also seen and met some not so great people. The term misery loves company, well, that is like a breeding ground on the internet. And that's what these people are. the what we like to call the libtards. It's just like, because if somebody doesn't like something that I like, or like something that I don't like, or I'm trying to think of like other just dumb things that they get mad over, like movies and jean ads. Why do you go on the internet and cry about it? Like, just why? You look so stupid. It's like they need that validation from people who are just as stupid as them, and they want to be validated. Like, I'm the victim. Feel sorry for me. It's like, well, what are you a victim of? Especially people that grew up in America and they're like, I'm so oppressed. Like, okay, go to the Middle East and let me know how oppressed you are over there, buddy. Super silly. Super. That's all I can say. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. It's hard to be nice to these people, though. But kill them with kindness. Turn the other cheek. Market reality for 5. Japan was the most powerful, fastest nation in World War II, and they weren't majority blonde. Yeah, didn't they not like blondes over there? I think. Yeah, I don't know. It does make them feel important, Buster. You are correct. Let me look and make sure I'm not missing anything over on Kick. What's up, Smallville Man and Sizzled Chest over there on Kick? Yeah, we're just on, I think for now, Wicked's World is just going to be on Kick and YouTube. I may, like, if I have a guest on once in a while, I may end up also going on, like, Rumble or something. I know, why was it, that always gets me. Like, setting up the camera to record yourself crying. Why? I don't listen. I think I had this conversation on Saucy where I don't like yeah, Chad's showing up. I even people that I'm super close to, I do not like crying in front of people. So for me personally, it blows my mind that these people go on the internet and cry. Like, I couldn't imagine like being sad about something and going, "Wait a minute. Hold on, record." Like, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Lexicon Hellhound for 5. Social media is brain poison to most people. It incentivizes the worst and the weak-minded. It does. It's so true. Like, we've got everything at our fingertips. I talked about this a couple Wicked's Worlds ago, where I was talking about Patrick CC's video about just how, not that pop culture is dead or that it's completely like dying, but and it's funny because that idiot was in the chat trying to tell me that YouTubers just think everything's woke, whatever the heck they were saying. And I wasn't even talking about that. It was about how, even Gen Z, the last generation that grew up able to, be a part of something like culturally important, like whether it was like news or a show where everybody came together and they were watching it because they wanted to see it when it aired, but now everything is on streaming and people watch different stuff, If you were there for that, you know what I'm talking about. That was a couple episodes ago that I talked about that. But there's things about social media and the internet that I completely love. I love music. So being able to just go on YouTube and find any song I want, absolutely love that. But back when I was younger, we had to wait for it to be on the radio, or I had to go out and buy the CD. For me, it was CDs. I know for some of you, it was probably vinyls, which, funny enough, now I'm looking for vinyls of stuff I like because I got that nice new record player and it just sounds beautiful. I have to get speakers for it though, and it'll sound even better. Dana does stuff. Hello, hail Wicked, hail mods, hail chat, and God bless Sydney's jeans. Yes. What's up, Jonathan Stevie? I'm about to cry. Make sure I'm in frame. I know. Like, hold on. Can you see the tears? But anyways, on to the next topic here, which is I've seen. Let me share this. I've seen that this was starting to happen, right? For one, Jenna Ortega is not that young anymore, right? So the picture on the left, she's very young, but it does clearly show that she has had the buccal fat removal. And why is Hollywood doing this? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, because especially women in Hollywood, I don't think men are getting it done, but they're always fighting to look younger, right? Like, they would get fillers there and so they would look, bad most of the time. I mean, there has been we do see some cases of good plastic surgery where they don't go too crazy with it and they just get a little bit done and they look good. They don't look plastic. But I don't understand these young stars doing this. She's not the only one. Jenna Ortega's in her early 20s. She's so young. And see, like, she's probably not gonna look this bad like during the Wednesday show that's probably the more recent thing that she recorded. Like, but this is a big difference. Like, she's probably like preteen here, maybe like 16, 15. And then it's probably like a good 8-year difference. So yeah, I mean, when women they lose their baby face at some point, but this buccal fat removal is just speeding it up. And I don't get like what this look is. It's like they're trying to look like a Victorian and sick, maybe. I don't get it. But I wish she wouldn't have gotten it done. And listen, her makeup artist didn't do her any favors here. I honestly, like, as much as we joke around like on these streams, at least me personally, I don't like downing other women. But I don't get like these makeup artists and stuff as well that are like, here, let me zoom in a little bit. Because I thought that her eyebrows were shaved off. They're not. They like bleached them to make it look like they're not there. And it gives like an androgynous look, which is not, I prefer when women have a feminine look. It looks nice. It looks pretty. And Jenna Ortega was very pretty. I could see maybe she was going for a corpse look for the Wednesday season premiere, but it's just, I don't get it. The buccal fat thing, like, and I don't think that's makeup. I don't think that they did it to look that way with makeup. I think she actually got the buccal fat removal, which I don't understand that. I will never understand that. Jenna Ortega stuns. I don't believe you, Variety. I don't want to like bring her down because I think she actually has some pretty good takes, at least when it comes to, the roles she takes. She doesn't like the whole like boss girl thing for no reason. But I think Hollywood seriously needs to bring some femininity back. There's a couple of them but look at Sydney Sweeney is feminine and she dresses and is not afraid to show off her body, right? I mean, she's young, she should do it while she can. I don't agree with like doing nude stuff and all that. She definitely has done that stuff in the Euphoria show and everything. But as far as like other things that she's done where it's like if she's just dressing a little, like I think there's a difference between dressing like slutty and then dressing feminine and being proud of your body, right? You guys get what I mean? Like, you don't have to completely always cover up, but there's a way to do it in a classy way. And Sydney has done it. She's had like the dress she wore for Madam Web was gorgeous. This dress is okay. It kind of fits with the Wednesday thing. If it was black, it probably would fit more, but I get that they probably were like, well, let's move away from the black because Wednesday's in black all the time. But yeah, the makeup artist didn't do her any favors, and I hope she doesn't keep doing stuff to her face. It makes me sad that all these young actresses are getting all this work done. Like, why? I don't get it. Like, I do actually understand why women, especially in Hollywood, get work done as they get older because they're going through, fighting to get roles, right? They used to play the young hot like sister or the young hot daughter, and then 20 years flies by out of nowhere, and now you can play the mom or the aunt and the older aunt, whatever, and that probably messes with their head a little bit. Some of them are probably like totally fine with it, like, but it's hard to say because Hollywood really messes these people up, especially actors that have been doing acting since they were children. So I totally understand, not that it makes them look better, but I get the dilemma that these older women go through. And they get work done, but not in your early 20s. Are you serious? Like, Jenna Ortega was a pretty girl. And we'll see. She might be a case, like, see what I mean? Like, they bleached her eyebrows. Like, this look wouldn't be as bad if her eyebrows weren't like gone. It's like it's an androgynous look. And I feel like one of the only people I can think of off the top of my head that pulled off the androgynous look was David Bowie. But he was a rock star. So no one really bats an eye when a rock star like kind of has like some makeup on or whatever, right? It's fine when they're a rock star. So I don't particularly like the androgynous look on women. I know she has a bit more makeup on, but like just the eyebrows being gone, that's why it gives me that vibe. Kind of makes you think of a lot of you guys probably don't know who this is. He's in the makeup world and he used to be in the music, but Jeffree Star, you probably heard of him because he did circulate a bit because he made a comment about pronouns being lame, pretty much. But he used to, I don't know if he still does. I actually haven't watched his content in a very long time, but he used to like always shave his eyebrows so he could draw them on however he wanted. He's a makeup artist and stuff, right? So that's why I get that androgynous look when I see her, because I just think of that, because it's like when you don't have eyebrows, it's just the bone. Ian says Bowie was also supposed to be a spaceman, to the point that he probably actually thought he was a spaceman. Probably. Yeah. I don't get the tattoo eyebrows. What happens when you want different ones? I worked with somebody who had them and they looked fine at the time, but I wonder how she's doing now. They weren't like intense or anything. She's probably fine. It was just like a just regular basic eyebrow, nothing crazy or too high up or anything. But she used to shave her eyebrows and she got them tattooed on. And I'm like, oh, that's a way to cut down your getting ready time. And no, it's amazing how much eyebrows make a difference. You're right. And yeah, Bowie was in a different era, different world, not the same as this modern sexual confusion. Yeah, that's a fair way to put it. Yeah, you know what, Neanderthal. I don't want to be mean, but it does kind of give that. It's not like saying it's the bone structure there, because there's no eyebrows to. It makes such a difference. Like if you have like these girls that have like those thick, just like gorgeous, effortless eyebrows, they can go like makeupless and still look great. Like you don't have to have that to go makeupless and look great, but it definitely makes it easier when you have some nice eyebrows, in my opinion. That's for sure. What's up, Laserborn? Sean West, hello. Market Reality for 2, the plastic surgeon used Madonna to experiment. Oh my gosh, she looks like Jigsaw. I forgot the name for a second, or the thing's name from Saw. Like it's I get, like I said, I totally understand why a lot of these Hollywood women, once they get older, they start getting work done because they don't want to look their age, I guess. But there's a difference between getting a couple of things done to just like make yourself maybe look fresh. I would never get anything done. I'm not saying that I condone it, but I understand in Hollywood's anyways. But when you're in your 50s, or even how old's Madonna now? Like 50s, 60s, 70s, when you've hit that area of life, just let yourself age, because trying to look 20 when you're in your 50s is not a good look, and it's not working. Nobody believes you, especially if you're a star that has been around since the 80s or the 70s. Okay, you're not fooling anybody. Ken, thank you for the Canadian too. I used to call it classy, not trashy. Yep, that's another way to put it. I agree. I'm never looking at her the same. Who, Jenna? Ian, yeah. She's 66. Okay, see, I knew I'm like, I figured she was like mid 60s. So, yeah. Good for you, Lexicon. What's up, AP? She does look worn out. She does. Well, I mean, she's 66. Oh, Madonna. Yeah, I get you, A2. It's just too much. And like Kate Beckinsale, like all of it is bad. She was gorgeous. And I bet you she would still look gorgeous, because it's okay to age naturally. And, you know, older women can look beautiful. Look at Selma Hayek. And I look at, you know what? This is actually a good segue here, because I wanted to bring this one up. Ana de Armas, she's in her 30s. And I remember seeing like something floating around about her, where people were like, I can't believe she's not in her 20s. And then it was like a meme. What's up, old Renaissance boomer? It was a meme that said something like, people think that women just turn decrepit after 29. Newsflash, they don't. We don't. But yeah, Ana de Armas is, I mean, she's got the Hispanic in her, okay? They aged pretty well. Tom Cruise, if Maz is still here, so sorry, bro. Your lady, she's got a boyfriend. Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas are now reportedly dating. No, I'm sorry. I hit a nerve. Maybe one day, Mazza. Maybe one day. You never know. A lot of these movies get filmed in Australia, you know. So maybe one day, you know, you guys will have the meet cute. You know what I mean? Mazza probably doesn't know what that means. So I don't know. It's I mean, he's like 20 years older than Ian wants Maz. Don't tempt him. Mazza will try to fight Tom Cruise. Yep, that's a fair point too. Monica Bellucci is still gorgeous. Gonna have to fight Tom. Look what you did, Ian. Be careful, Mazza. He does his own stunts. So yeah, I think there's like a 20-year age gap, which whatever. You know, if they're happy, good for them. My one thing is like I love Tom Cruise as an actor, but I'm not I don't like Scientology. I know people like to lump that in as like a religion, but I don't look at that as a religion. And I'm not trying to be biased because I'm a Christian, but there's a big difference between what goes on in Scientology versus what goes on in like a Christian, like when you're a Christian. Like Scientology, like I've done kind of a deep dive. Was it Coffee and Cult? I think her is the page's name, Ash. She does the most amazing deep dives. I 1000% recommend her channel. She does like 2-hour long videos and I watch them every time, even if it's something that I'm not interested in, because she's just so good. I found her because she did I think it was a Buffy video. Yeah, Scientology is not a religion, like because their thing is like to make yourself better, and the cover-ups they've done, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying I like Tom Cruise as an actor, but whenever he gets, you know, in with another actor I like, you know, dating another female, it's like we'll see though. If they get married, then that means that Ana de Armas is unfortunately going to end up into the Scientology stuff, because they won't, and that's another thing, they won't allow you to be with someone that they're not a Scientologist, like if you're getting married. Yeah, it probably won't last. I mean, look at everyone leaves. It's like that picture of Nicole Kidman when they divorced, and she's just like, yes, that went viral before viral was even a thing. That was on like every magazine. And then same with Katie Holmes. Like I said, I like Tom Cruise as an actor, but like he won't even talk to his daughter that he had with Katie Holmes. Like there's something wrong there with Scientology. That ain't no religion, and I'm just gonna leave it there. So yeah, I don't know. They're doing a movie together, so maybe this is just for the movie, you know? A lot of times actors do that. Oh yeah, Leah Remini. Oh yeah, she did a whole show on that. So I don't want to get too into it because I'm not that kind of channel. But the reason she eventually left, according to her, was because she asked, I don't know these people's names, but he's like the head or one of the heads of Scientology. She was at, I believe it was Tom Cruise's wedding with Katie Holmes. And the head, like everyone goes there, like, cause he's way up there. So every like celebrity Scientologist, like, you know, when something big is happening with Tom Cruise, like him getting married, everyone's there. So Leah Remini talked about how the head of it was there, the head of Scientology, and all she did was ask where his wife was, and she got in so much trouble for that. And that's when her eyes opened, like, well, what's going on? And I guess to this day, that lady has never been found. They said she left, but as far as I've read up on and stuff, and when things like Leah Remini has talked about, that lady has never been found. But that's why she left, because she got interrogated. It's just lots of messy stuff. Yeah. So I don't know. I like Tom Cruise as an actor, but I don't like Scientology. And I really like Ana de Armas. So we'll see. I do think that it probably won't last. I don't think it'll last. they're about to do a movie because it just got released that they were doing a movie together and now they're dating. So it seems like it's probably just for show. Celebrities do that a lot. I remember people saying that about like the Spider-Man actors. Oops, I forgot to take that off. The Spider-Man actors, but I'll date for like years. It's like a Spider-Man thing. I don't know. Emma Stone dated Andrew Garfield for a while. Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire, and then now look at Zendaya and Tom Holland. They're getting married. You still have a chance, Maza. Don't give up on your dreams. Ruddy, thank you for the €2. Helen Mirren proved you can age and still be sexy. She's a very, very pretty older woman. Agree. And Ruddy for 2 says Scientology's been blackmailing Tom for years. I've never heard of that, but I wouldn't be surprised because I've heard that they do things like I don't know what it's called because like I haven't done a full deep dive into Scientology, but like I've seen videos and stuff like that they do this thing where like when you join you have to talk about like some of your deepest secrets and they record it. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. And Ian with the 50 pounds. Thank you, Ian. Andrew Gold, who is an expert on cults, did some great stuff on Scientology. Check out his book, The History of Secrets. Okay, hold on. I'm looking it up right now. Ooh, is that on Audible? I'll binge it later. History of Secrets. I love stuff like this, to be honest. Oh, what did I just do? Am I still live? Okay, I hit a button and then something disappeared. And I thought I ended the stream. All right. The History of Secrets book. Sorry. All right. Thank you, Ian. I'm going to keep that up for later. Yeah, that one, but that's what I've read. Well, the rest of the rumors that Holland can have Zendaya. Yeah, speaking of that, we were talking about Sydney a bit earlier. I wonder if I don't know what number season it is, but like I think they were supposed to do another Euphoria season, and I wonder if it's even going to happen. Because they got Zendaya, who, as much as we don't really care for Zendaya as an actress, she's okay sometimes, I guess. I don't know. She's another one that gets like kind of overcast, I think, but she's a big actress and she's on that show. I don't think Sydney Sweeney was that big when she started the show. Like, I don't know. It was a while ago. I think the first season, because I'll admit that I have watched a little bit of Euphoria because I was just curious. People were talking about it online and stuff, and it was like supposed to be this cultural, like, not phenomenon, but it was like this big cultural moment. It was too raunchy and too racy for my taste, especially because it's depicting teenagers, and whether that's how it is now for teenagers or not, it was a little racy for me. I mean, we had, at least me, like my generation, we grew up with like Gossip Girl and stuff, which was very racy for the time. But when you compared like Gossip Girl to Euphoria, very tame, very tame. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to talk about here? Oh, you know what? Since you're talking about relationships, here's a cute one. I think this is super cute. I want to see the new Naked Gun movie. But Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson are dating, and I think that's adorable. I think she's been alone for a while. I know he hasn't. I think he hasn't dated since his wife passed, and that was like, ooh, maybe someone in the chat can tell me. I read something about it, but I can't remember how long. If it's been like 10 years or something like that. But I think it's adorable. I wish them the best, and I hope that they're very happy. I like both of them. Oh, here we go. I want to see the Naked Gun. I thought the trailer looked cute. Oh, look at them. That's cute. Good for them. Happiness is it was 10 years. Okay. Good for them. I would like to go see this. Maybe, I don't know. I might try to see it next week, but I have family coming into town. Next week is my mom's birthday, and I'm going to take her to a really nice dinner. And she's going to come up for a few days. She gets here over the weekend. So, oh, maybe me and her can go see this. She might like it. I'll ask her. I haven't been to a movie with my mom in a very long time, so maybe I'll go see it with mom. Yeah, Mark of Reality. I don't think that was her last boyfriend, but yeah, or husband. So yeah, maybe I'll go see Naked Gun this week with mom. Seems like it'd be fun. Cajun Corey for 5. Hey, Wicked, I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet. Corey, that was stupid funny. Ian's gonna tell you to get out. Oh my gosh. There will be after this actually about 8:30. So in about an hour and 20 minutes, right after Wicked's World, I'll be going live again. And we'll be playing Dead by Daylight with Capable Gentleman. I think he already has the stream set up. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think I didn't even get it. I think he bought the new DLC. So he's one up me on that. I didn't get it. I forgot that it was out now because I don't pay attention, clearly. Ian, you didn't have to super chat it, Ian. Thank you for the 10 pounds. You could have just told me. The book I meant to recommend is actually called The Psychology of Secrets. Okay, hold on. I saw that pop up and I was like, no, Google, you're wrong. But I guess Google was not wrong. Okay. There we go. All right. I got it up. Okay. Thank you, Ian. Again, you didn't have to super chat that, but thank you. Okay, let's see. What else? What else do we got here? Let's bring up, since it's Dean Cain's birthday, I did have this article here to pop up and talk about. Oh my god, are you okay, Ian? He's like, there's a spider somewhere under my desk. Dean Cain on James Gunn's Superman. Seeing Crypto in the trailer gave me goosebumps. He saves a squirrel, he saves a little girl. I respect that. And yet, James Gunn and his decision to make Ma and Pa Kent the stupid rednecks, that's a choice. And Superman has to be saved, like, repeatedly. On a movie this size, every decision is a choice made carefully. And DC Studios co-head Peter Safran is a Princeton guy, too, a year ahead of me, but he's never hired me. Yeah, I do agree with that. Like, you guys know that I was like middle with the thing. Like this I don't like talking about it because people are so freaking like sensitive over the Superman movie. But this part right here, like, yeah, I mean, Ma and Pa Kent had very small roles in it, but they definitely did lean into the whole redneck part way more with this. I liked the Smallville Ma and Pa. Honestly, I don't know, but I really did like, his parents in the adventure, or the Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Lois and Clark. So I would say that this movie definitely has like my absolute least favorite Ma and Pa Ken, for sure. So I agree with Dean's take on that. And when he saves a little girl, that's one of the best scenes in the movie. They should not have put it in the trailer. They should have saved that one. That was shot very well. But yeah, agreed. What's up, Cole Hauser? How are you? Oh, I need to rewatch the animated series. It's been so long. I've rewatched that and Spider-Man. I should buy it. I should definitely buy the Amazing Spider-Man from the 90s. That's something I would like to have. I have Batman. Mountain Mud. Because actually, fun little fact B, which isn't going to surprise you guys at all, because I'm a Superman or Spider-Man fan. Growing up, that was actually my favorite one. In the 90s, like out of all the 90s animation, like, Spider-Man, Superman, X-Men, Batman. Now as an adult, I would say I probably lean more towards Batman. I appreciate it a little more. I did like it back then, but Spider-Man was hands down my favorite. I used to watch it with my brother all the time, and I have not watched that besides a couple of clips. I haven't watched that since the 90s, and I would love to rewatch it. So I gotta buy that. You should get Batman, Mazda, it's a great one. I'm good. Hope that you're well. I am, Cole Hauser. I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for asking. And speaking of, X-Men, Marvel, that's another one. The X-Men show from the 90s. I gotta watch that too. So what do you guys, I mean, she turned it down, but I know there's probably a big, fan base in here right now for X-Men. Elle Fanning has turned down the role of Jean Grey. I think she would be a pretty Jean Grey. You dye her hair red, I think she could totally pull it off. And she's not a bad actor. I like her. She's another one that has some pretty good takes when it comes to like the scripts that she takes and everything. Did I watch Spider-Man Unlimited? I don't think so, Soul Assassin. I actually don't think I did. Let me see. Oops. I did not. It was from 1999? Oh, wait. I've probably seen episodes. See, the thing is, I can't watch these because I don't have Disney Plus, and I just don't feel like having Disney Plus. Like, I don't. There is a lot of shows. Like, I remember the one show I started watching before I got rid of it was Gargoyles. They do have some decent stuff on there, like from my childhood, but I still just, and before all this stuff was coming out about them, like before the Gina stuff and all that, I had already gotten rid of Disney Plus because I was just like, meh. Spider-Man Unlimited. Was it the MTV series? Where did it originally air? If it was MTV, then I probably did we have it was on Fox Kids. The series premiered on October 2nd, 1999 and ran until March 31st, 2001. Oh, that could be why I didn't watch it. I was busy with school, and I was actually one of those kids that, besides certain things, like I would run home to watch Power Rangers and a couple of things. For the most part, I was outside, even in the winter. I was one of those weird kids that liked playing in the snow. Just kidding. It wasn't weird, but that's why I didn't run very long. So I possibly have seen an episode or two, but I don't. Lexicon. I don't really remember it. One, obviously Batman animated series, but Batman Beyond, like I thoroughly remember that as a kid, watching that one as a kid. Oh, and a rewatch, it's got great rewatchability. Terry McGinnis, please. I would have loved so much to get a proper live action Batman Beyond, but I don't think we're ever gonna get it. There was a computer animated Spider-Man series on MTV that takes place between Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, I believe. Okay. Yeah. So listen, Batman Beyond, I would have loved to get a live action of that, but not now. Not in the current state of Hollywood and how writing is. Maybe one day we'll keep our fingers crossed, right? But I feel like we lost, what we could have had with that. Like Michael Keaton as older Bruce Wayne, and then I don't know, they could have found somebody. I don't know who at the time they could have gotten to play Terry, but man. Anyways, back to this. So yeah, Elle Fanning turned down the role of Jean Grey. I think look-wise, she could have pulled it off. She probably but this is the thing. She probably didn't like the script. She has openly talked about how, like, when it's just like a girl boss just for the sake of being a girl boss and there's no depth to these characters and they're like one-dimensional. No, thank you. So that also makes me kind of nervous of how is Jean Grey going to be written if she didn't want to take the role. Because if it was good, she probably would have taken it. But also, I feel like now, especially established actors, probably don't care much for taking a Marvel role. Not that they don't care much, but like back 10 years ago, getting a job from Disney was like, yes, that was like peak, right? That's what they wanted. But these movies are bombing so bad that, I mean, Fantastic Four didn't bomb, but you guys know what I mean. There's a lot of bad ones that have come out over the last like 10 years. So yeah, she turned that down. And this right here, I love Jeremy Renner. Obviously, he's like the only Hawkeye. Hawkeye is one of my favorites. He's up there for me. But this sentence here, if this is even how he said it, because we know these journalists like to just twist things and get clickbait, right? But Jeremy Renner says he's sure we'll end up doing Hawkeye season 2. It seems like he's like, yeah, sure, we'll probably do it. I mean, I know that the last I remember hearing about this is that he was there was like contract problems because they wanted to give him less, like a lot less than he got for the first season. I would watch it. Like, out of the Marvel shows that recently came out, I know a lot of people didn't like Hawkeye, but I liked it. There was a lot about it that I did like. The end was my biggest thing, but they have watered down Pinhead. Oh my gosh. I've been streaming for too long already today. But you know, I lost my train of thought now. Did not mean to you want to know what's funny? I think that there is actually a Pinhead like crossover that they did at some point, like a silly comic, but Kingpin. So we wanted Hawkeye versus Kingpin because that would have been more interesting. And instead, you know, we didn't get that, and he went against what the heck is her name? Natasha's sister. I always forget because I don't care that much for this next phase of Marvel. Pigpen, yeah, that's who it is. Listen, these lights get to me and they start melting my brain a bit. I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, I'll watch it. You know, I like Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. I didn't think that they went at like full girl boss with her. Yelena, thank you, Yelena. I didn't think they went like full girl boss with her because so I said this and I know I got some like flack for this, and some of my friends also like repeated this and got some crap for it. That I said they stayed true to the comics in a sense where they didn't make it to where Hawkeye was turned into like a blubbering idiot and Kate was saving him, right? Because that's what you think, you know, modern Marvel's gonna do. And maybe they'll do it in season 2, but they, you know, they kept it to where Hawkeye was the one that was saving her and was doing, you know, the work. So in that sense, I said they stayed true to the character. But to be fair, they've totally stepped away, like him being married and stuff in the Marvel movies. He's kind of, from a few of the comics I've read anyways, he's kind of like a playboy and stuff. So I think he even, isn't there like he hooks up with Kate Bishop? Yeah. But obviously, like in the comics, she's not young. So yeah, we'll see. They'll probably do it. They'll probably give him the money that he wants because they're trying. They kind of bank on the nostalgia, right? Like everyone likes Hawkeye, so let's keep it here. That would be cool. Funny thought. Disney won't pay Jeremy Renner the right amount, then DC hires him to play Green Arrow. That would be funny. I think this one was funny because it's got Spider-Man on it, so I was like, oh, we talk about Spider-Man enough here. YouTube has updated their profanity monetization policy. You can now swear in the first 7 seconds of any video and earn full ad revenue. You want to know something? I was going through some of my older videos, older lives, like from the last couple years, and well, I actually liked Haley Steinfeld before she married Josh Allen. That's just a plus. I mean, my channel is going to stay the same. I don't like, you know, if I have guests that swear a little bit, that's fine. But I like to keep it clean over here. And it's not just because of YouTube's, you know, monetization policy. But so anyways, I was looking at older videos, older lives and stuff. And I remember there was a couple of guests that we've had on Saucy and the video was like in the yellow, which means it's not, if it's red, that means like for the monetization, that means you're completely not getting any monetization for the video. But I had the one specifically I remember with Ryan Kinnell, like 5 minutes after we ended the stream and went into the yellow. So that's like where you get limited. It's not a lot. Like you don't really get much ad revenue. And I was wondering why it was in the green, right? I was looking at past videos. I was like in the behind the scenes thing on the YouTube studio, and I seen it was green again. And I was like, oh wow. I guess it's green now. So and then I seen this, so that's funny. I don't think he was controversial, but it's like swearing and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember that stream. It was 2 years ago. I don't remember him really saying anything that bad, but it was probably the swearing, maybe. I don't know. But it was in the yellow. I think the stream was talking about like women hating men or something, and it was also in the title, so it could have something to do with that. But I just found it funny that, you know, I was just looking and seeing that, and I was wondering why it was in the green. And I think Ian actually put it in Discord. That's where I first saw that, you know, they updated this, and I'm like, oh, that's why it's in the green now. I think the only streams I've ever had like live that were in the yellow was one Savvy stream, because we've had her on a couple of times, and then the Ryan stream. That's also a big possibility, Ian. But they put it in the green now, so maybe they like him now. I don't know, but it's not going to change anything over here. But, you know, I'm happy for my friends that swear like sailors, and now they can get their videos monetized. Ruddy, thank you for the 2. She's too cold for Jean. Jean is the heart of X-Men. Yeah, maybe. I think she's a decent actor though, so she might have been able to pull it off, but well, we'll see. Her turning it down just makes me wonder what the script was like. Like if she saw the script and she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to pass on this because she didn't like how the writing was." We'll see. Mazda says lol. He's like, "Yeah, I'm getting monetized." Schick for 199 says Megatron. I made it. Hi, Schick. Here, you know what? Just for you, Schick. I don't really play this that much, but you know what?
Be afraid, Starscream. These plants may be dangerous. Where is your courage, Megatron?
Oh, that laugh gets me every time. So funny. You're welcome, Schick. Okay. I talked about it earlier in the stream, Jose Taco. Let's see. What do we got here? Listen. I'm not saying I would buy it, but I'm not saying I wouldn't, because listen, say what you want about McDonald. I know it's not good for you, but I'm just saying, you can play and you could just, you know, fat people are going to be very happy about this is all I'm saying. I wouldn't get it. I don't even have a Switch 2, but I find this kind of funny. But I also think that it actually might kind of sell well, because I remember back, like, you know, high school years, the Switch wasn't out yet at that time, but I could like gaming with a bunch of friends, and when you got to stop or pause to eat something, people, oh shit. I could just see this. Oh yeah, their controllers would be nice and greasy. Yuck. That's true. It's gonna sell, I think. I don't know about very well, but it's gonna sell. All right. I just thought that was funny, and I had to pull it up because I thought it was fake at first. I'm like scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, "Oh wait, this is for real." Why am I surprised? What is this? What do we got here? We've got a couple of things. What time is it? I gotta pay attention to the time. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's pop on over to some good news. Is anybody here a fan of Tulsa King, the Sylvester Stallone show? If you're not, you should be. If you like mobster shows, you should definitely check out Tulsa King. He well, this wasn't 7 minutes ago, but I popped it up, like I seen it immediately before I started my stream. So it was about a little over an hour ago that he said coming in September. So we're getting season 3 in September. I'm excited. They have the spin-off that's coming too. So yeah, I'm excited. I really like the show. It's fun. Season 3 coming in September. What else did I have here? Oh gosh, here we go. Speaking of McDonald's. So listen, I'm not a big Hello Kitty fan. I know. I'm just going to get my female card revoked there. I don't dislike Hello Kitty. It's cute or whatever. Like Universal has a bunch of like Hello Kitty characters like mashed together. Like there's a Chucky Hello Kitty, a Jaws Hello Kitty. Will I get a Happy Meal? Because I want, I might want like the Michelangelo one. Maybe I might try. Wait. So Michelangelo is, who is that? Hello Kitty X Michelangelo. So it is Hello Kitty. Oh yeah, back there. Oh wait, so Hello Kitty's on all of them, I think. But they also did see Kuromi. I don't know any of these other ones. Uh yeah. Hello Kitty's looking for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. Uh, they removed it in this there's still Hello Kitty merch all over Universal. I think there's still if I can remember. I know they had the Wicked store, but there's still like a section in one of the main stores. There's a bunch of stores in Universal, but there's a huge section that just has a bunch of Hello Kitty merch. So they still have it all there. And I remember going through during Christmas time, and there was a huge section in the Christmas tribute store that had like Hello Kitty Christmas stuff. So there's still a ton of Hello Kitty merch at Universal. So I'll go like once or twice. What is it, August 12th? And just get a little Happy Meal. And whatever. We'll see. If we get Michelangelo on the first try, then I'll only go once because that's Mikey's my favorite turtle. This is cute. I mean, some of McDonald's toys are kind of weird lately, but I grew up in the 90s and we had the superior toys, McDonald's toys were awesome back then. So I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe I'll get one and I'll eat it on Wicked's World. Just to show you guys the toy. I thought it was cute, but again, I'm not a huge Hello Kitty fan, so I'm not going to be running to McDonald's to get it. All right, what's this one that we have here? Oh yeah, this one. So IMAX announces they're hosting an AI film festival. Features projects created using the generative AI tool Runway. I never heard of that one. Runway has been accused of training on thousands of YouTube videos and pirated films. Is there an article here? Oh, no. Why'd I click on that? It was a picture. My goodness. See, my stance with AI is that I think it's a good tool, but just a tool. Using it to fully do everything, like to completely create like videos and stuff like that is kind of, it's not, you can tell. The thing is, there's a quality. I would never do a cake stream. No way, not gonna eat that much sugar on a stream. Ugh. But anyways, AI film festival. I don't know, because when you see a video on YouTube that is all AI, you can tell, like the voice and everything. But I also think like artists that are really good at their craft, like I always use Anna as an example because I think she's my favorite and like the most talented that I've seen anyways, of like the YouTube artists. I love her style. Someone like her, she's very important and she shouldn't, I don't know what her stance is on AI. So like, someone like that shouldn't be afraid of AI. I've said this before, that artists that can draw with their hands shouldn't even like, I mean, of course it's going to bother you if you're trying to get jobs and stuff, but ultimately you can't be replaced completely, in my opinion, by AI. Yeah. So I think AI is fine. It's fine to use as a tool, but hosting an AI film festival, I don't know. That actually reminds me of something else that I wanted to pop up. Hold on. It was on Instagram. I guess we'll see. But like I said, you can totally tell when something is like completely AI, and especially if it's a video. Let's see. I think I saved it, and this is something I disagree. Oh yeah, I did save it. So you guys know how much I love Robin Williams. And I don't know, like stuff like this, I don't agree with bringing. Okay, maybe for like a certain film or something, like if you're like saying goodbye to an actor or whatever, that's different. But this, I don't. Matthew Lawrence, who played Williams' young son in the film, said he'd love to see the legendary actor's voice brought back via artificial intelligence. Let's go through the link to this. No. And Robin Williams, bringing him back, you can't. He was a genius. I mean, they had to, all these theories have come up around the Aladdin movie because of Robin Williams, because when he was given the script and he was reading the lines, he decided like, oh, this would sound good as Jack Nicholson. And this, you know, like he had all these, you know, Rodney Dangerfield, like he did that. And then the animators had to animate around that. They had to redo parts. And like they didn't have to, but they did it because it was just, they're like, this is so good. So they took the time to redo it. He's not somebody that you can revive using AI. Absolutely not. So Robin Williams' co-star has suggested the late actor's voice should be revived using AI. Matthew Lawrence, who played his younger, we already got that part. The star of countless films, including Jumanji, Patch Adams, and Night of the Museum, Williams died in 2014, age 63, after receiving a Parkinson's diagnosis. I would love now, obviously, with the respect and with the okay from his family, but I would love to do something really special with his voice, Lawrence told Deadline during an interview at San Diego Comic-Con, because I know for a generation that voice is just so iconic, and it can still be iconic. We've still got his voice. It's still there in those old movies and shows, so we do not need it brought back with AI. Like some of the stuff, like I remember I think it was, I know Prince 100% was against all that, the artist, that he didn't want himself like brought back. He was very like strict with the use of his content in general. And then there was this Super Bowl halftime show with Justin Timberlake, and people thought it was so disrespectful. And seeing all the stuff that's come out about Justin Timberlake, he definitely doesn't care about respect. When he did like the show with the AI Prince, and that stuff to me is just weird. You like let people die, like, but I'm not surprised by it because we see, you know, Hollywood doesn't let any of these franchises die. They don't let anything. Just they need to keep reviving things because they want to make money. So you know, pretty soon it's going to be dead actors. I mean, it's already started, but this I 100% disagree with because Robin Williams is one of a kind, and you cannot replicate him using AI. No way. It's not just the fact that I knew him and worked with him, and so it's in my head. It's in everybody's head, Lawrence continued. I know it's not, and it would be so cool. While a handful of actors have given permission for their voice to be reproduced using AI, the practice remains highly controversial. Protection from the encroaching use of AI was a key trigger for the recent video game voice actors strike, and numerous stars have voiced concern over the fact that their vocal likeness has been used without their permission. Fortnite recently raised eyebrows when it allowed fans to chat away with a digital reproduction of the voice of Darth Vader, as originally provided by late actor James Earl Jones. Yeah. So why does Robin Williams' former co-star think the actors should be reproduced via AI? According to Lawrence, his idea comes from Williams once voicing a computerized voiceover in a commercial. It's kind of like this very contemporary, modern, almost sort of foreshadowing of what's going on commercial that he did, where he did this computerized voiceover, Lawrence said. And it always stuck with me. And then during his passing with the AI coming out, I'm like, man, he's got to be the voice of AI. He's got to be the voice in something. So yeah, I would love that. So I get what he's saying here. Like he wants him to still be around. Like he's got to be the voice of something. But the thing is, he's passed. There's so many greats that have passed, and you know, it's done. So I do not agree with that in the slightest. I don't think his family will say that it's okay. I don't know, because there's been a lot that has come out about his wife. You know, during his end days, she wasn't allowing his daughter Zelda to see him, allegedly trying to keep them away from him. And I'm sure she had a lot to do with his will, and she may be the one that's in charge of his estate now. So if she is, and she is like money hungry, which she may be, we might see it. We'll see though. We'll see. If it's up to his daughter, I couldn't see her saying, or his son, you know, I think he has a son too, right? He just has a daughter and a son, right? Hold on. No, he's got 2 sons. Okay. He's got Zelda Williams, Zachary, and Cody. All right, I thought so. I knew he had at least 1 son. So two sons and his daughter. I couldn't see them wanting to do that, but Minor Zircon for 2 says, "What's pineappling wicked?" Hello, Minor Zircon. Mark Reality for 5 says, "No, leave Robin the F alone. He watched his best friend from childhood, Christopher Reeve, go down in a bad way, battle depression and other demons." It's very true. Yeah. What's up, Greg? That's okay. Glad you're here. Yeah, I don't want to see that. So here, I hope it doesn't happen. Moving on to the next topic real fast here. Chris Evans is reportedly being eyed for a role in an upcoming Star Wars film. What do you guys think of that? I don't care. I just thought I would pull it up. I'm not surprised. I mean, he's not doing Captain America anymore, so, you know, Disney's going to put him in something else. I don't care. I know Star Wars is dead. I mean, he's not too busy lately. Maybe he'll be, well, didn't they scrap the Rey movie? I don't know. Schick for 1 says pineappling is strictly for swingers. I don't know what pineappling means. You guys probably told me about it on Saucy or something once, but I don't remember. Don't remind me. I don't want to know. If that's really what it is, don't tell me. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, this. Sorry. I'm not sorry. It's not that bad. So I think we talked about this last week, that the YouTuber Trisha Paytas named her son Aquaman, which that's just like so weird. Like, to try and get attention like that and use your kid, like that kid is absolutely going to change their name probably when they get older. But James Gunn responds to Trisha Paytas naming her son Aquaman. I think that's cool. I mean, I hope he does okay in school. That's kind of a funny response. He's like, yeah, cool. Hope he does okay in school. He's not. Can you imagine the bullying that would happen to this poor kid? Like, it's gonna be bad. She's like the original hot mess of YouTube, though, if you don't know who she is, and that's good for you. You've probably seen like clips or like memes of like her meltdowns and stuff, but I think she named her other kid something weird. I don't feel like looking it up, but it was something like that. Yeah. He's definitely trying to be nice there. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I love Jason Momoa, so I'm going to name my son Aquaman. Dummy. This is a dummy. Internet's so dumb. Yeah, it's cool. Definitely trying to be nice there. Yeah, I agree. John says, I can't watch Robin Williams films anymore. They make me sad to watch. I'm not even a sentimental type of guy either. Yeah, you know, I was like that for a bit. When he first passed, like that whole day, I didn't say anything because I just couldn't believe it. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up in a minute. I like that. Like Hook, it was. I feel like it took me probably close to 2 years to be able to watch Hook again, and I bawled. That was a hard one to watch. I mean, all of them were hard to watch. Craig doesn't know anyone except Nick Cage. Nah, I'm good, Jose. I like being solo. I've got stuff. I pull up like 20 different tabs. It's just what I want to talk about in the moment. I do, and for Saucy, I do like a lot of the research there. I mean, they drop stuff as well, like in our group chat, but most of the time I'm just like, okay, I got all this bookmarked, and that's how that goes. This Brew's got infinite bookmarks, so surprised he doesn't have a whole computer just for bookmarks and tabs. So this is really cute. I don't know if cute's the right word, but I love this. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared August 1st, 2025 as Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. I love that. That's going to be tomorrow. So Friday. Oh. How do you know he doesn't? That's true, Ian. I love that. Ron DeSantis, I know people didn't love him as running as a presidential candidate, but I hope he's governor forever. He's doing some good stuff over here. And I think he's a great governor. And this, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. That's great. People and then this idiot here. I don't even know who this guy is. Joey Swoles apologized for posting a Hulk Hogan memorial after his death. I've done a lot of research and learned all of the horrible things that man has done. Yeah, he did. He dropped the N-bomb once, which not his best day, I'm sure. But since then, he's a born again Christian and everything. I forgot I had that up actually. Oh yeah, that ad. That was the Dunkin' Donuts ad. But I love that. Eventually, I want to get over to his store in Florida. I hope they keep it open. I don't see why not, because since he passed, a lot more people are going to want to go to his, it was like the Hogan surf shop or something. So someday I'd like to, the next few months are going to be kind of busy. So probably not anytime soon, but I will absolutely get up there someday. And I'll film it for you guys. What's up, Dead Man? Yeah, rest in peace, Hulk. What's this? Okay, we got that out of here. Wow, it's getting close to... Time flies. I feel like for my gaming streams and then Wicked's World, I just 5 minutes feel... It feels like 5 minutes isn't past when it's been an hour and a half. Somebody, ugh. Ugh. Sorry, there was a Bill Burr thing up. Man, I hate how far Bill Burr has fallen. I've seen him live. I'll just pull it up for a second since I've seen it. You guys have to see it now. Bill Burr says CNN and Fox News are an effing disease, and conservatives bashing him for going woke are racist and horrible people and cowards. They never say it to your face. Ben Shapiro doesn't even know what that word means. His definition of woke is white liberals. His definition of woke is white liberals' definition of woke. And they didn't even know what it was. They just took the word from black people, Burr told Vulture. That's the worst thing about our people. Is he talking about white people? Not only do we take from other cultures, we don't even take the time to understand the definition. Bill. I used to really like Bill Burr. He has gone very far left, though, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. His wife tells him to say that. Listen, I seen Bill Burr live. I was young. It was because he still had hair. It was hilarious. It was so good. I actually had to leave. He did a meet and greet kind of afterwards. I went with friends, but I had to go. My friends stayed, and they took pictures with him and stuff. Unfortunate. We lost another good comedian to the woke mind virus, right? Oh well, what can you do? Oh, at least we got Shane Gillis now. He's funny. I think he's funny. His Saturday Night Live cancellation definitely helped him, kind of boosted him a bit, right? It put him in the spotlight a little. The sketch comedy show that he did, though, when he got fired from Saturday Night Live, it's on YouTube. I forget what it's called. You just look up Shane Gillis on YouTube. It's pretty freaking funny. He's still, kind of new to the game, but I appreciate the I don't want to say innocence because people think his jokes are very the lefties don't like him. But I like the almost innocence to it, when he does a joke on the fly and he kind of laughs and he almost looks nervous. Yeah, I like that. Lexicon for 5, thank you. I know someone who did medical billing. She would always be astonished at what people named their kids. I bet being somewhere like that, in the medical field where you see a lot of people that you You get some funny names. And Bill Burr, like back to Bill Burr, his what is it, F is for Family show was actually pretty freaking funny. It's crazy because he came from, I think, like a super conservative family, like Irish. And his dad was very tough. Especially if what he portrays in the F is for Family show is for real. It's hilarious though. I loved that show. I wanted another season. I don't know if there's 2 or 3. I think there might be 3. I don't remember because it ended a bit ago. But if you, I think it's on Netflix still. It was a Netflix original. I don't think they took it off. I would say give it a watch if you haven't. It's an adult animation. It's pretty funny. Okay, I think I'm caught up on everything. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything over on Kick here. I didn't. And Herschel's, thank you for dropping my comfort link. I'm actually going to order some. Is it 4? Okay. All right, so maybe there was a lot of seasons. It was funny though. I liked it. I'm gonna get some more comfort stuff, and I like to show off the new stuff to you guys first before I push it. So I'm not gonna push anything until I have it in my hands. But they did release some new stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn on my lights back there. I knew something looked weird. Oh well, I'll have it on for the gaming stream in 40 minutes. I was rushing. So at 8:30, I'm going to be playing Dead by Daylight with Capable Gentleman. I know he hasn't gamed in a while, so I'm going to actually send you guys over there. Even though we're not starting, if you're not like subbed and you want to give him a sub, we're trying to help him, you know, get monetized over there. And he bought the new DLC, which I did not. Maybe I should. Maybe I have a little bit of time before we start. I wasn't really into The Walking Dead though, so I don't know. But I guess I could. People really like Daryl. I can get Daryl. I think you buy the Rick, and then you can get the Daryl skin or something. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's got his thing set up. So when we end here, I'm going to send you over there. He's also going to be live on Kick, but he's not live now, so I can't raid over there. But guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Next week, I'm going to have family in town, so I won't be doing my Wednesday gaming stream, but I'm supposed to play late tomorrow, like a late 10 o'clock stream. If I have the chance, I may get on like a bit earlier tomorrow morning and play a bit of the Donkey Kong 64 because I have to wait a whole week for it. And I'm not positive if I'll be back for Wicked's World next week, but if I am like away, like not at my house, I'm gonna do like a Wicked on the road type thing. So I'll still be live next Thursday. It just might be a different kind of setting for Wicked's World, not this regular one. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. I will see you if you want to watch me game in about 30 minutes. I'll be live, and I'm going to send you guys on over to Capable Gentleman's channel. He'll be live in 30 minutes as well. If you just give the stream a like and maybe sub, I would I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, see you next week. Well, actually, see you on Saturday for Saucy, but Wicked's World next week. Okay, bye.